Today felt different. Not colder, not emptier, just angrier. For the first time since everything ended, I felt something beneath the sadness. Betrayal. And maybe I'm not supposed to feel that. Maybe everything you said was true. Maybe I deserve to hear it. But some truths still hurt. You told me you did not feel anything anymore. You told me you had been gone for a long time. And somehow, my mind keeps going back to everything that happened after that. The conversations, the laughter, the photographs, the moments that still looked alive. And I keep asking myself, were they real? Was I the only one who did not know the ending had already begun? Because I remember you being there, I remember trying to fix things, I remember believing that whatever was happening was just another difficult phase. I believed we would get through it. Because that's what I thought love was supposed to mean. People fight, people hurt each other, people have bad days, but when things become difficult, they stay, they try, they find their way back. At least, that's what I believed. And maybe that's where we were different. Because when you were hurting, I stayed. I complained sometimes. I made mistakes. I was not always the person you needed me to be. I know that. But I stayed. I kept thinking, we'll figure this out. So when you left, one question keeps breaking through everything else. Why did not we figure it out? Why did I understand how serious everything was only after it was already over? You told me you had given me chances, 13 of them, and that number has been sitting with my head ever since. Because I knew I had made mistakes, I just did not know those moments were chances I was running out of. If I had known, maybe I would have changed sooner. Maybe I would have listened sooner. Maybe I would have looked at you and understood. This is not something I can take for granted. I wish someone had shaken me and told me, get your act together. This isn't some ordinary relationship. This is someone you have chosen. Don't lose something this important over things that don't matter. Maybe that's what I needed to hear. Maybe that's who I needed to become. But then there are the memories, the photographs, the moments I kept looking at like they were pieces of a life that still exists somewhere. I see the smile, I see the happiness, I see us. And I wonder if your mind was already made up, why did those moments still look so beautiful? Why did you still meet me? Why did we still laugh? Why did we still kiss? Were those moments fake? Or were they real while they lasted? I don't know, and maybe I'll never know. Maybe that's the cruelest part of losing someone. You don't just lose the person, you lose the certainty of what those moments meant. Because sometimes one person has already started leaving, while the other is still building a future for both of them. And that's what hurts the most. Not just losing you, but realizing I was still living inside a future you had already stopped imagining. I could be angry with you, maybe I am. I could tell you that it was not fair, I could ask why, I could ask when, I could ask whether any of it meant what I thought it meant. I could ask thousand questions, but underneath all of them, there is still love. That's the part I do not understand. After everything, when I hear your name, I don't feel hatred. I still feel care, I still feel compassion, I still hope you are okay. And maybe that's how I know that what we had was real to me. Even when I'm hurt, I don't know how to stop wishing you well. Maybe someday I'll understand your side. Maybe someday I'll understand why you left when you did. Maybe someday I'll stop searching for answers. But tonight, I just need to admit something. This hurt me too. I know I hurt you. I know I made mistakes. I know I took things for granted. And I'll carry that truth with me. But I was there, I loved you, I tried. Maybe sometimes badly, maybe sometimes imperfectly, but genuinely. And maybe that's what I need to accept now. Two people can love each other and still reach a point where they cannot continue together. One person can still be hurting while the other has already healed. One person can still be holding on while the other has already let go. And neither of those things makes the memories fake. So I won't rewrite our story just because it ended badly. I won't call every beautiful moment a lie. and I wouldn't pretend I wasn't hurt. Both things can be true. You are someone I loved deeply, and you are also someone who hurt me deeply. Maybe that's what day 4 is. Not about begging, not about convincing, not even about letting go. Just finally admitting I was hurt too. And someday, I hope I can remember everything we were without needing it to become something again. For now, I still care, I still remember, and I'm still learning how to accept that sometimes love does not end because it wasn't real. Sometimes it ends because two people simply could not become what each other needed. And maybe that's the hardest truth I have ever had to learn.